What's up, everyone, and welcome to week 12 of the NFL slate. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving, won some money. Here we are, the playoffs. Your fantasy playoffs are coming to an end. The NFL playoffs are rearing their ugly head around the corner. My name is John Meleka. As always, I'm here with my cousin buddy, my pal, Greg Albert. What up, Greg?
What's up? Welcome to another episode of Winning Picks Weekly. Week 12 is upon us. Like you said, there's some weird things going on because of Thanksgiving. We had some games happen already. Hopefully you got your fantasy starts and stuff right. Now we're going into the Sunday slate, the full Sunday slate. And yeah, fantasy's upon us. Hopefully you got some money in the bank account, so this way you can double, triple up on Sunday. We're hoping to do that as well. So let's get into these picks because I think we got some good ones. Had an interesting week last week, to say the least. So I think there's a big bounce back opportunity for us. I'm excited to take that chance and win some money. So I'm ready for it.
Yeah, and this week we have a little twist on the tease yourself teasers and the Hail Mary parlays at the end here.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that. And Greg, we were talking about it off air. Even though there were 3 games, on Thursday, it still feels like the slate is still, ridiculously packed like a normal Sunday. It's so weird.
Yeah, a lot of games, a lot of good games too. It sucks that there's still only 4 o'clock games. Like, I know I was out buzzing around doing stuff last Sunday, and then I got home for the 4 o'clock slate, the end of the 1 o'clock slate, the 4 o'clock slate, and 4 o'clock slate is just so boring when there's 3 games. So I hope once we get through all these bye weeks, we switch that and figure that out because it's terrible. It sucks that we only have 3 again this week, but yeah, pretty good card, pretty good slate, especially because we had 3 games already. So yeah, there's some
What's your
good
favorite game?
I we'll get into it, but
Go ahead.
I think Tampa Bay Indy is going to be a good one if you want to start there. I also
Yeah,
like
let's
Pittsburgh
start.
Cincinnati.
Let's start there. All right, let's start at Tampa Bay Indy. So we got Tampa Bay minus 2.5 at the Indianapolis Colts. Indy, I mean, I don't know who's back there. Jonathan Taylor is now MVP. I mean, he's literally first in every single category. Finally,
Yeah,
put Derrick Henry second, which is hilarious. Took like 4 weeks off.
and one of the best running performances of all time.
5 touchdowns, literally insane. If you lost your fantasy week last week with Jonathan Taylor, just stop. Just quit. It's
Yeah.
over.
It sucks. I got him at one league, so I was happy. Did not play him in any, so it was a beautiful thing.
Yeah, so we have Indy who's getting it together, and they feel like they've been winning a bunch of games, but they really haven't. Just the past couple of weeks, and Indy's 6-5
Don't
right
look
now.
now, but Indianapolis is 6-5. Like, that's crazy. They were
I
in the
know.
bottom of the league after like week 3, week 4. It's insane.
Does Big Cat from Barstool have a pinky bet on the Indianapolis Colts?
I don't know. We'll have to check in. I'm not sure.
I believe
I think he
so,
does.
but
I think he does. I just don't want to bring it up.
so anyway, we have Tampa Bay minus 2.5 after they absolutely crushed the Giants on Monday night. Beat them by 20, made me lose my teaser. I had them at
Disgusting.
16.5. Everything else hit. Unbelievable, man. They
That
fired
was
Jason
bad.
Garrett, the clapper.
Finally, I've been saying it for weeks. I've been saying it, I think, since week 3 that you have to get rid of Jason Garrett. If you're Joe Judge, he's going to be your demise. You have to get rid of him. The offense is inept. You saw it on Monday night. So I'm happy they made the move finally. So they
What do you
needed
got in
to
this
do it.
game?
I love Indianapolis. Tampa Bay's good, but again, they're not great. Indy's coming into form. They went up to Buffalo and they kicked their ass last week. Now they're home on their own disgusting turf. But they're going to run the ball. They're going to play smart with the ball. Carson Wentz, he's looked terrible at times. Absolutely
Not recently.
terrible times. But if you look at the actual like it's so weird. There's such a disconnect to me between what I see when I watch him play and then his stat lines at the end of the game. At the end of the game, like his stat lines are okay. But when you watch him play, you're like, this is one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. It's crazy. I like Indy so much that I'm making it my first best bet of the day. Let's start off
Let's
strong.
go.
Indy plus 2.5. I will be betting the money line for sure. I'm doing something a little different from my Hail Mary parlay this week, but I will be just on my own putting a couple of these underdogs money line parlays in. So Indy's definitely going to be on there. Who do
All
you
right,
like
and
in this
I'm
one?
with you, man. I'm all over Indy,
Yeah.
and at the same time, I am so off the Bucks right now. I know they absolutely crushed on Monday, which makes me like Indy even more because now
Giant stick, yes.
everybody's still on the Bucks still got it train. I was scared that after this week, Bucks were gonna like keep it close versus the Giants, even though they're stinky, or the Giants might even win. And then everyone was gonna be honed to the fact that they stink without Vita Vea. But the Giants are just something different. The Giants just think something. They have to fire their coach.
They're unbelievable. It's 60% of the money is on Tampa Bay, which I love it even more. I love that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh, man.
I feel good, John. I don't know. I'm a little nervous. Usually when you win, you feel like you're going to throw up before you put the pick in. But I feel good about this one. I like this one.
Should I do it, Greg? Should I make it the double best bet?
Oh, I don't know. It depends how you feel. We've been pretty good on those this year.
I honestly, I just need to know if Vita Vea is playing.
Okay.
But, oh, man. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to leave Indy here. Next game that you pointed out, got Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Huge division game with that little tie that Pittsburgh is hiding.
That's what I'm saying. This might be the biggest game of the Sunday slate.
Cincinnati minus 4.5. Pittsburgh, man, they're hurt. They stink. I can't even believe it's 4.5 only. I thought this would be a little bit more, but I guess 4.5, 5.5, same thing. I thought this would be more like inching towards the touchdown for Cincinnati. I absolutely love Cincinnati in this game. They're not my best bet, but I absolutely, because it's division and I don't love to do, division best bets, but I absolutely love Cincinnati in this game. And this is their time to make a stamp in this division. They're so tight. Those 4 teams are so tight. Any of those could win it, and they're going to have to start separating themselves. I think Cincinnati was hot, then they kind of came into a lull. I think they're going to start climbing this ladder. They're 6-4 and they're kind of on a bad streak and trying to like wake up. They had their get right game last week, which we had versus the Vegas Raiders.
Yep.
I think Cincinnati keeps it rolling, man. I think Cincinnati wins this game by a touchdown.
Yeah, this is my loser leaves town game of the week. It is coming down to it. I like Pittsburgh on the road plus 4.5 here, just because I think that if Pittsburgh is gonna make a run at these playoffs, this is it. They have to beat Cincinnati. Cincinnati came into your home earlier this year and kicked the shit out of you week 3 or week 4, whatever it was. You have to go to their home and do the same. You're down TJ Watt. I'm pretty sure he's out, right? He's really hurt. So, he's out. Pittsburgh defense is going to be needing to step up. Their offense has been pretty good. I mean, healthy at least. I'll say that. When Big Ben's playing, I like them. So give me Pittsburgh plus 4.5 on the road. I think it's going to be low scoring. I think it's going to be ugly. So AFC divisional game. I mean, you know what you're going to get with this. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be close. It's going to come down to the wire, and that's why I like the points. It's tough to score in the NFL. It's even tougher to score in the AFC North. Give me plus 4.5 Pittsburgh.
Yeah, this is the game that Big Ben finally realizes that the AFC North is no longer his, and it's time to either make the wild card or go home. Yeah. This is it, man. This is it, Cincinnati. This is the time.
If they win, they go up 7-4 in the division. I mean, it's tough.
And then it's them and the Ravens, but Cleveland's right there too, man. We'll talk about that game that Sunday night. That's why that Sunday night's a huge game. That's why I agree. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, then the Sunday night. Those are two crazy
huge for
games.
The AFC North weekend, big weekend.
Dude, let's just jump right into it, man. Let's just jump right into it because that's one of the craziest games of the day. We got the Cleveland plus 3.5 at Baltimore minus 3.5. Cleveland is 6-5. Ravens are 7-3. I mean, these 4 games, anybody could win the division.
I was saying it when I was looking at these games. I really think the NFL should do this more, where it's like when there's like a weekend where I don't think they did this on purpose by any stretch of the imagination, but maybe they did. But they should pick like a weekend and it's like that division's weekend. Like it's so cool to me that we have Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Baltimore playing. All these teams are in the playoff hunt. 3 of these teams might be able to make it to the playoffs, so they all keep beating up on everyone else.
Yeah. I like that actually.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty sweet because I mean I'm looking like you said I'm watching this game at the 1 o'clock window. I think it might be the best game of the 1 o'clock window, and then Sunday night I'm juiced up because you got two teams that are badly hurt. I mean Baker Mayfield is limping around out there. I don't know how he's doing
But
it.
kudos to him, dude. Kudos to
He's
him.
dude. He's not a big guy. He's a tough as shit guy at this point because he's got shoulders, arms, legs, backs,
Can I say one thing?
knees.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, sure.
And we were giving him heat for it too. That's why I'm going to bring it up because you gotta, you gotta confess your sins sometimes, Greg.
Yep.
Remember how much we were hating on him for doing that Brett Favre picture pre-draft?
Yeah.
He's kind of doing the Iron Man. He's kind of doing the Iron Man thing. A little
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
At least he's not like sitting, he's not like doing the Brett Favre thing and then like sitting out with a pinky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true too. He's also nowhere
or
near
self-reporting
as good
symptoms
as
for
Brett
COVID.
Favre, but yeah, he's definitely doing the Iron Man thing. I like that. I like the great Baltimore on the other side of the ball. Also, tons of injuries preseason, but also injuries throughout the season. Lamar missed last week with an illness, not COVID, whatever it is, but he ended up missing the game. They were able to win it on the last second score. I'm assuming he's going to be back this week and ready to play, but you never know. I'm going Cleveland. I'm going 3.5 points. Both of these games I think are going to be tough. I think they're going to be close. I think they're going to be low scoring. Nick Chubb, run the ball. Get this going for Cleveland a little bit. I think it's, like I said, low scoring because both these teams like to run the ball if they can. Both these teams play defense to run the ball. So Cleveland plus 3.5. It might come down to another miracle field goal by the Baltimore kicker. I forget I'm blanking on his name right now. But
Justin Tucker?
Yeah, Tucker.
You're blanking on the goats? You're blanking on the goats' name?
He can sing, but I forget his name sometimes. So, Tucker might kick a miracle field goal for them, 66-yarder or something crazy to win it. But hey, I got 3.5 points. I got the hook. That's the beauty of gambling. So give me Cleveland.
So you know what's so wild about not only this game, this division? Cleveland plays Baltimore this week, has a bye, and then plays Baltimore in Cleveland. Wow. Unbelievable. And then honestly, this division is not done. They have 2 games, Raiders, Packers, whatever, and then the Steelers and the Bengals. That's how they end it. And so the last week,
that's Cleveland's schedule.
That's Cleveland's schedule.
Fuck, that's a tough schedule coming up.
I know, man. I know. That's why I would suggest if you, instead of honestly betting on any of these 4 games, any of these 4 teams this week, so the 2 games, I would suggest you just straight go to the AFC North Division winner. Okay, so right now the odds are Steelers plus 1,000, Browns plus 400, Bengals plus 400, Ravens minus 155. I mean, any of those I feel like are better than taking the spreads in any of these games because if you look at the schedules, they're all playing each other, man. They're all about to play each other in the whole division. It's all up for grabs, and we're going to start finding out. So just for this game, for this slate, I'm taking Baltimore. I think this is the get-right game. Why I'm not personally taking anything in that division is because I think the Ravens are going to win, minus 155. But if I'm hedging, dude, I kind of want to take Cincinnati, dude.
Yeah,
Cincinnati's been looking good all year. And they just had a little hiccup. They're not allowed to have a little hiccup. It's okay.
It's a young team.
And they're still 6-4. I think that the Ravens and the Cincinnati are going to make the playoffs. I wonder who's going to win the division.
Yeah, it's going to be close. But so we're
you think 3 teams from the North can make it?
I think so. I mean, if you look at it, if Cincinnati wins and Cleveland wins, you have 3 7-4 teams. 2 7-4 teams and a 7-5 team in the AFC.
But that would get rid of either the AFC South non-winner, the Titans or the Colts, or the Bills or the Pats.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. It might just be 2 teams out of there
now too. So you got 1 extra spot, which is nice.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But for our purposes, I'm taking the Ravens here. And let's go back to the normal slate and 2 teams we just mentioned, rolling right with it. We got the Tennessee Titans at the New England Patriots. New England Patriots minus 6.5. And dude, honestly, is this my? I kind of want to make this my what am I missing pick, man, but I'm not going to. But this might be my what am I missing pick. Damn. How come could you tell me why are the New England Patriots only -6.5 to the Tennessee Titans? The Tennessee Titans have not last week didn't even look like a football team. Their wide receiver Julio Jones is out. AJ Brown is hurt, and we saw that they lost to the Jets when that happened. Tannehill looks so bad. They don't have a running back, and it's Mike Vrabel against Bill Belichick. What am I missing here? Like, how is this not going to be a blowout by New England?
Because it hasn't been in the past, I think, if I remember correctly. It wasn't like I feel like the last couple years or the last couple times that Tennessee has played the Patriots. Maybe we have to look this up, do a little on-the-fly fact-checking. I feel like it's been pretty close. And even so, I think Tennessee might have won a couple of them. Remember there was the year where they were they both knew about like a weird rule and they were both like fighting about it in the middle of the game, like at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Like,
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like they do this is weird stuff. Like a lot of Bill Belichick's disciples haven't been good. Mike Vrabel is the exception to that rule.
He beat him twice. And I think he beat him twice.
Tennessee?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Tennessee plays the
wild card weekend at Gillette in Tom Brady's last game in New England.
He threw an interception to end his Patriots career. People forget that. That. I don't forget that. People forget that.
Don't forget it. We're here to remind you when it picks weekly.
Threw a pick to end his career. People forget that.
And yeah, you're right. That he beat. It was the regular season win 34-10 in 2018.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think these guys match up pretty well. I think last week, like you said, is a team allowed to have a hiccup? I think Tennessee had a hiccup last week. It was a ton of weather. They were not. Yeah. They were
downpouring in Houston.
Yeah, and they did the classic thing where it's like, oh, it's the Houston Texans. Like, we're going to smoke them. And then no one played. And then all of a sudden you're down 20 points to the Houston Texans. It's like, what the hell are we doing here? And then you can't catch up because it's the NFL. They're getting paid to play too. And it's too much. I think it's just a classic game. They won, 2, 4, 6 in a row leading into that. And were all against teams that made the playoffs the year before. Like, I think the Tennessee Titans are fine. I think this is when you find like, not like Vegas has put out a bad line, but this is Las Vegas saying New England Patriots have been hot. New England Patriots get a ton of press and a ton of talk. New England Patriots get a lot of betting and stuff like that. Like, I wonder what the betting percentages on this game are right now.
On this game, we have Tennessee at 60%.
See, we got to get on the same website. I don't have that. I have 60% on the Patriots.
Oh, no, that's a percent of the bets.
Oh.
60% of the money is on Tennessee.
Right, because smart people are betting on Tennessee. 60% of the bets, though, are going to the New England Patriots. So, that's what Las Vegas does sometimes. They sucker all these people in. The money will come and even out towards the end of the weekend and stuff like that because big-time bettors will come in on the Patriots, I think. But
okay, I'm not okay. Also, a move from -2.5 to -6.5 technically from the open.
Yeah, what's that about? I saw that too.
I don't know what that's about. So okay, John, so it's not what am I missing?
John, what's going on with that? So yeah, I'm with you on the what am I missing. The what am I missing though, to me, like you said, you go into it.
It's not gonna be. I was just asking. I'm not gonna make that my official. I was just wondering.
But you were saying, why is it 6? Why is it only 6.5? I think it should be like 3.5. I don't think it should be 6.5. You're making it sound like it should be 10.5 or something like that. Yeah. Patriots are 9.5. Okay. Yeah, 9.5, whatever it is. Patriots are okay. They're not incredible. I don't think they've beaten anything great.
Tennessee, like, I just don't understand how they're going to score. Like, we saw how inept they were versus the Jets, and they had Derrick Henry because they didn't have wide receivers. Like, we saw how they couldn't function.
Yeah, they'll get back to it though this week. Like I said, I think it was just a one weird week for them. They'll get AJ Brown going. They'll start running the ball some.
I think AJ Brown's hurt, dude. I don't think he's gonna play. Okay, I'm just saying. I think Tennessee's about to fall off the cliff, and I think Indy is about to take over this division.
I mean,
that's another tease for the Hail Mary parlay.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna jump right to one of my best bets, and I would tell you this right now. If you want to take any advice from me, take your money and run to the bank and take Carolina Panthers to make the playoffs plus 750. Just do it. Just go run, do it. They are going to absolutely slaughter the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins are plus 1.5 at home. Vegas is telling you that Carolina is a better team. Believe them. This is one of my best bets. They're going to run all over Miami. Miami is going to do what they do, and they're going to blitz a running team, a team that throws screens, a team that does the option. They're going to get absolutely toasted. And Miami's been looking good the last couple of weeks. I know they're on a 3-game win streak, and they're 4-7. And somehow they're plus 1.5. Yeah. I could not love a game more than Carolina minus 1.5 right now. Take them in the playoffs. Take them in this game.
John, that's incredible. I'm on the same exact boat. I'm so happy. This is why I'm so happy we do this for a multitude of reasons. One, I like hanging out with you and talking gambling. But two, it's because I fucking make money. I had no idea that was plus. Right now on, what is this, FanDuel? It's plus 790 for them to make the playoffs. I already have them in for like plus like 185 or 200 like preseason or week 1. I'm putting another bet in right now on them. I mean, that's incredible. I think that they're going to make the playoffs. They're plus 3,600 to win the division. I don't know if that's incredible, if that's a crazy thing to do, but again, I have it plus like 600, so 3,600, you start hedging these things out, you start, dollar cost averaging up, you can get it at plus 1,500 or something like that, so I like Carolina too. Carolina, I like so much before you even said all that. I have them as a best bet this week. I hate Cam Newton, but I like Carolina.
Double best bet. Double best bet.
Yeah.
There it is. There's a double best bet of the week. I mean, I don't even think there's anything else to say. I think Carolina, and we're gonna get into their schedule at the end here of this episode. But Carolina, man, I think this is the game. They're gonna toast Miami.
I can't believe they're plus 3,600 to win the division.
I know, man. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. I promise. But before we get to there, let's talk about 3 games, though the 3 games that I absolutely hate in the 1 o'clock. And it starts with my New York Jets, our New York Jets, plus 2.5 at the Houston Texans. And Greg, this is my official what the hell am I missing pick. Why on earth, on God's green earth, are the New York Jets only plus 2.5 versus anything, versus anyone, versus any team? I don't care who you are. I don't care if it's the Detroit Lions. I don't even care if it's the Lions. We're gonna think about it. It's gonna be close.
What?
It would be. Are you really confident that the Jets would go in Detroit and beat them on Thanksgiving?
Yes.
12:30.
Yes. Beat them. Their third string quarterback or whoever it is.
I think Goff might play.
I mean, that'd be crazy, but
I think
Boyle guy stinks.
yeah. Tim Boyle's tough. Yeah. But yeah, so Jets plus 2.5 at the Houston Texans with Tyrod Taylor, the Houston defense, which is pretty good. I can't believe they're only 2-8, to be honest with you, when I look at it.
They just beat the Titans last week.
Oh, so do we. What does that mean?
Yeah,
we're just the Titan killers.
Yeah, this is the battle of the Titan killers right here.
No, the battle of the Titans. The Jets versus the Houston Texans. I think I like this game even more. This is really what the hell am I missing pick. I'm taking Houston to win by 3. We don't have a kicker. Our kicker misses kicks.
You're taking Houston or you're taking the Jets?
I'm taking Houston, man. I have no idea why this is minus 2.5. Is the public on the Jets in this game?
I think so.
Dude, am I in the Twilight Zone?
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't have a safe. Listen, I'm going to tell you something about the Jets. I'm going to tell you something about the Jets. Okay, that's the one thing I really know. Okay, they don't have a safety. They don't have a linebacker. Okay, and they don't have a center. And they have Zach Wilson coming out here next week with a busted PCL because Flacco and Mike White have COVID. Michael Carter is out for 2 to 3 weeks. Our running backs are Ty Johnson and Tevin Coleman. Our wide receivers are Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, and Jameson Crowder. Like, I don't understand why we are the public favorite, why Vegas only has us at plus 2.5. That means we're a half point better than Houston. None of this makes any sense to me.
Yeah,
and
for that reason, on the road and win by less than or lose by less than a field goal, I don't see it at all. That's why I have Houston minus 2.5 as well.
All right, so you agree with me, but this is my what am I missing, man? Because like this line, like I cannot figure it out. So as much as I want to be wrong in this game, I would love to be wrong. But this feels to me like Zach Wilson played great, showed some strides, defense stinks. We're gonna get it together next week when we still don't have a safety or linebacker.
Yeah.
It's like every week. Every
What's
week we talk
crazy?
about the wrong thing. Nobody wants to tell me that we have not guarded a tight end or running back one time this whole year because we don't have the guy there. Like we don't have a guy to tackle them.
No,
So
CJ Mosley doesn't want to play defense. He hasn't played defense for us in 3 years. Why is he going to start now?
Gerard Davis is back on the team who we signed. He was injured, came back, and when they asked why he's not playing, they said he's injured. So why the hell is he back?
Yeah.
Like I don't. They just like literally want to pay him. I don't understand, man. None of it makes any sense. Give me Houston -2.5 at home.
I'm with you. In the battle of 2-8 Titan killers too. There's big pick implications right here for the Jets and the Houston.
That's
Texans.
true, dude. Give me the Jets to get a little better draft pick here.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the two teams, man, that we can't figure out for the life of us.
Okay.
Let's start with my
So your
Philadelphia
team or my
Eagles.
team? Yep.
And honestly, at this point, the Giants, man. I feel like I've been getting the Giants wrong a lot as well.
Yeah.
I don't really know where to go in this game. The Giants just fired Jason Garrett. That means to me, like the Giants probably have an advantage here, right? Especially because they're going to be at home. Their fans are going to be cheering because Garrett's there. You know, now the offense is going to have something to prove that it was him, and now we're okay.
You got Freddie
So I like
Kitchens
that
calling
there.
the plays. You know how that worked out in Cleveland. Everything's gonna be great.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, it's Philadelphia, who have been murdering, have been doing so well. But that's why I don't understand why this game is only 3.5.
Yeah.
Like I feel like this should also be more. But it's a division game too. This is disgusting, but oh my goodness, the public is on the Philadelphia Eagles money and the bets. I think I'm just gonna go. I think I'm going Giants here, man. I think I'm going Giants, dude. I think I'm going Giants.
I'm going Philadelphia Eagles.
It's easy. I know. It's easy. You gotta fade it.
I was listening to you talk so much about it too, and like I've had ugly best bets the last 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks ago, I had Washington, so I was watching the Washington game intently. That was disgusting to watch, but they've been looking pretty good. Last week I had Philadelphia. That was my only best bet that won. Philadelphia's been looking good the last few weeks. So I like Philadelphia -3.5. Listening to you, the way you were just talking about that game, I was with you 100% of the way, but then when I was listening to you, I was just kept saying in my head, like, it's the New York Giants. It's the New York Giants.
They stink.
Like, and it's the Phil, and they stink. Like, I was like, earlier today when I was putting all this together, I was like, yep, Jason Garrett's gone. They're going to bounce back. They're going to play so good. They're at home, +3.5. Give me the home team getting points. After Thanksgiving, we're getting cold weather. It's going to be low scoring. Dude, Philadelphia is going to run the ball. That's what they figured out. Nick Sirianni forgot, apparently, at the beginning of the year that you could run the football. He remembered halfway through the year, and now they're just running the football 16 different ways. Miles Sanders comes back off of injuries, almost has 100 rushing yards last week. They're going to keep running the football all year long. Look out for Philadelphia. I kind of like them to possibly maybe get a division, make the playoffs, something like that. At 5-6, if they win this game, they move to 6-6. They're right there with anyone. So I like Philadelphia in this one, -3.5.
All right. I mean, just fade me. I feel like that's been working out well, honestly. I would just keep that in mind.
Yep.
Moving on to the other team that I cannot get right. We got Atlanta -1.5 at Jacksonville, and you cannot get the Atlanta Falcons right, man. And I thank you because I've been all over Atlanta. They stink. However, they are versing the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, he should have been the one complaining about the college football and the football maybe not feeling the same, not looking the same. Like, I don't know if they misquoted Jamar Chase and that was really Trevor Lawrence.
Possibly.
He stinks. And it's not him. It's just the team. Like James Robinson and Trevor Lawrence, they're fine. The wide receivers are okay. It's just the team is so bad. They have Josh Allen. They have players.
This is my argument every single year when we take a quarterback. We essentially just waste our top 10 pick every year as an organization because you can take the best prospect since Peyton Manning, put him on a crappy team, and he's just mediocre at best. And
Yeah.
that's because it's the NFL, it's a team sport, 70-something people, plus another 70-something staff people and coaches and all that shit have to come together and play right. Everyone has to be right every step of the way for 60 minutes. It's impossible to do. And yet you think that, oh, we're just going to take Trevor Lawrence, who's incredible at quarterbacking, and he's just going to fix everything. That's not how it works. It hasn't worked out for these crappy teams. You have to build a good team and then either bring in a quarterback or draft a quarterback. I feel bad for him. I'm with you. But the Atlanta Falcons don't look too good, man. They've looked
I know.
bad.
I think this is their bounce back. I think this
They've
is a
looked
bounce back for
bad.
Atlanta. I think Cordell Patterson's come back too. They're different with him.
Yeah, that's true too. And
I can't believe I'm saying that out loud in 2021.
yeah, I'm with you in that. But because the Falcons have looked so bad, I think this is Jacksonville at home plus 1.5.
You wish.
They've looked a little frisky the last
You
couple
wish.
weeks. This is one of my missing pick of the week because I don't understand why Atlanta is only minus 1.5. I don't get it. Jacksonville stinks. The Jets stink. Houston stinks. Detroit Lions stink. These teams stink. Atlanta's had a bad couple weeks, but they have playmakers that can do stuff when they need to. We don't have those players. Jacksonville does not have those players. They have no one on their team that can make a big play when you need it, unless it's Josh Allen on defense. That's it. So
I'll tell you what you're missing, man. The Falcons have sucked. You said it before. They lost 25-0 last
they had two
week.
bad games.
The week before, they lost 45-3.
Yeah.
And they beat the Saints with no quarterback. Lost to the Panthers with Sam Darnold. Like, what are we talking about? They stink.
Yeah, they're 4-6. They're nothing great, but it shouldn't be 1.5. It should be more. Jacksonville Jaguars have been pathetic.
It should be more. That's why I love the Falcons.
Give me the
Falcons.
Jacksonville.
Perfect.
That's what am I missing pick of the week? Jacksonville Jaguars.
All
plus
I need is
4.5.
for you. All I need is for you to not pick the Falcons.
Yep.
And this is a money bet for me.
Perfect.
Going to the 4 o'clocks. I got 2 best bets in these 4 o'clock games, man.
Oh, out of 3 games, that's big
Out
time.
of 3 games. And last week I was all over the 4 o'clocks, and I knew it was going to be a good one. And this week I have another feeling it's going to be a good one.
My
This one, I
afternoon
feel like-
slate sucked last week. I think I was like 6-4 in the 1 o'clock slate, and I think I lost every game in the 4 o'clock Sunday night and Monday night. It drove me nuts.
All right, so I'm gonna give you an easy best bet, man.
Okay.
This is easy. Rams plus a half a point, so it's basically a money line game
Yep.
at the Green Bay Packers. And oh yeah, Green Bay. We know that they had an incredible game last week. They're coming back. Rodgers is healthy, no problem. Number one, Rodgers is not healthy. He has a toe injury.
Yep.
They lost Elton Jenkins, their best offensive lineman.
Yep.
Bakhtari, who was supposed to come back, is also out. Green Bay, honestly, is about to fall off a cliff.
Aaron Jones, he's out.
Aaron Jones out 1 to 2 weeks with a, what was it? There's a strained ligament in his knee.
Yeah.
Who's out for 1 week with a strained ligament in their knee? What are we talking about?
And the NFL, like,
As a running back.
yeah, it's a running back, yeah.
Okay, he's not coming back next week. I don't know what anyone's talking about. The Rams are coming off a bye week, off a bad game,
Yeah.
bad loss, bye week. They've been watching Green Bay. They've been thinking about Green Bay. Green Bay looked terrible. I think this is my best bet because I think the Rams are going to absolutely murder the Green Bay Packers. I think this is going to be a blowout, absolute blowout of Sean McVay. What do you got, man?
I got Green Bay. Just when you think the Green Bay stinks, they come back and beat you. That's Aaron Rodgers' MO. That's how they do it. They play that defense. They get it nice and cold in Green Bay. It's going to be cold this weekend for the LA Rams. They're not used to it. They're used to sunsets and sunshine over there. That's not the Green Bay way, man. It's a frozen tundra. It's going to be a tough game. I agree with you. 2 weeks to prep Sean McVay. That scares me a little bit for sure. But I think this defense is going to come to play. I think Odell Beckham is a kiss of death. Why you would bring him in, I'll never know. As soon as that happens, it changes your franchise. So I like.
Well, listen,
Green Bay in this one.
the Packers killed the Rams in the playoffs last year. A little bit of revenge.
Could be, but I think, like I said, just when you count out the Green Bay Packers, I think that's when they come to play and they flip it on you. So Like I was counting them out. What was it the other when the week where they had no wide receivers and they won that game outright? It's just this is how Aaron Rodgers does it. Yeah, he's got a toe. He maybe has COVID stuff lingering or whatever it is. I don't know
Public's
what
on
he's got
them though.
going on.
Public's slightly on them. Nothing crazy. 54%.
Yeah, just give me Green Bay at home when it gets cold.
All right. Second best, my third best bet, but
Yep.
second best bet of the 4 o'clock slate is your Minnesota Vikings, man.
All they do is cover.
Watch out.
All they do
Watch
is cover.
out. Not only do they always cover, man, the Minnesota Vikings are here. The Minnesota Vikings are a force. The Minnesota Vikings are going to win the NFC North. But
And
we'll get into
Minnesota
that a little bit
Vikings
later.
have Kirk
Minnesota-
Cousins. People forget that.
They also have Dalvin Cook. They also have Justin Jefferson.
He's
They
good.
also have this guy called Adam Thielen that no one cares about anymore, but he's a murderer out there.
He's
They
good.
have good defense, and they have a head coach. The fact that they're 3.5 is unbelievable. I get Kirk Cousins not at 1 o'clock scares the hell out of me. I know he has a very small window. It has to be Kirk Cousins at 1 o'clock. I know.
It needs to be sunny out or indoors. Kirk Cousins needs a very right game to be good.
I'm with you. This is my best bet because I love the way Minnesota's playing. I hate the way San Francisco's playing. And I think Justin Jefferson's really going to get on the mat again this week. I think we're going to start like really, really talking about him after he does it again this week because he was unbelievable last week, man. Sometimes when you're on a hot streak like that, when you're just like unbelievable, like you're just going to keep doing it. I don't think they're going to have an answer. But the
Keep
other side, they have
throwing me the
Deebo
ball.
Samuel. They have Deebo Samuel on the San Francisco 49ers, so might as well, he might coach next game too. He plays running back, quarterback, wide receiver, he punts, like he might as well
It's crazy.
he might as well be a fan too, like do everything. So that kind of scares me about the 3.5. Like San Francisco by 3 is whatever, but I actually like Minnesota money line here. Give me the best bet 3.5.
I'm with you. I was convinced. I don't know if I told you this, but last week I bet a couple parlays, and I screwed up because I thought the Green Bay Packers was a 4 o'clock window game. So I threw Green Bay in money line like minus 125 or whatever it was, and I was like, oh, that's just an easy sprinkle. I can hedge it down the 4 o'clock window, but it's Kirk Cousins at 4 o'clock. He stinks. And all of a sudden the games kick off, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't realize it was 1 o'clock. So I had the Colts. I had them and the Colts in one, and I had the Colts, the Jags, and the Green Bay in another. So I was like sweating out that game because I had the Colts and the Green Bay and just a 2-teamer, and it was tragic to lose that one, but kind of made me a believer in Minnesota. Like you're saying, I don't like Kirk Cousins, but he might be enough to get the job done. The defense seems to still be non-existent, but when you have an offense like they have, that could be okay. That could be okay for now. In the playoffs, it's not going to happen, but I don't care about the playoffs. I care about right now winning money in Week 12 of the NFL on Sunday. And San Francisco, they played good last week against Jacksonville. They played good the week before against the Rams, but I just, they're so hit or miss to me that I think Minnesota's trending in the right direction. If San Francisco could come out and win this game, I might be a believer in them going forward. Both these teams are 5-5. So to me, it's kind of, again, a little bit of a loser leaves town where if you win this game, you move to 6-5, got a chance at the division, got a chance at making a wild card. If you go to 5-6, you might be on the wrong side of that. So I like Minnesota plus 3.5. I'm liking the underdogs all season long. Got the hook with this one, so give me Minnesota. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be a close game.
All right. Which moves to our last 4 o'clock, which honestly, I need some help here, Greg. I don't really have too much of a read on this game. It's the Chargers at Denver. Denver coming off a bye at home getting points just makes me want to take Denver. I really like their running game with Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams. Their defense looks okay, even without Chubb and Miller. They got the best safety in the game probably, and you see how much that makes a difference. Chargers, they have the names, but I mean, I don't know. They're so hit or miss. Like Eckler is whatever, even though he killed it last week. Like I just don't understand what the Chargers are going to put out until they put it out. And I say, okay, like no matter what the Chargers do, I'm like, okay, yeah, I saw that happening. You know what I mean? They could play terrible, they could play amazing, and it all like I could justify it with the Chargers. So I don't really have a read on this game. I lean Denver.
So, again, I have a dumb gambling brain, just like a lot of people out there who gamble a lot. There's a lot of NFL games. So, hand up, I'll be the first to admit it. I lose track of them sometimes. So, when I was looking at this game, I was like, okay, Denver, they were on a bye last week, no problem. The week before that, though, they looked incredible. They killed the crap out of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
They got rid of Von Miller. They looked like a whole new team. Offense looked good. Defense played amazing. I forgot that they got the shit kicked out of them by Philadelphia in between those two games. So they played great against Dallas. Then Philadelphia came to town, ran all over them. They lost 30-13 and didn't look so great on offense and defense. I know you remember this play. Teddy Bridgewater throws the pick six. The guy's running back down the field, and he just doesn't do anything about it. Yeah. So sometimes there are a lot of games going on. We're not always watching. We watch football, we watch basketball, we watch everything. So now that I'm refreshing my memory about this game, I will help you out, and I will let you know you should be taking the Los Angeles Chargers. They are the better team. Again, this is a divisional game. This is where the Chargers make a move for top of that division. They're 6-4 right now.
Oh, Denver, yeah, you hate the Chiefs. I forgot.
Denver, yeah. Yeah, which I might have to be coming to grips about that, but they're on a bye this week, so we'll face that music next week because, yeah, they look pretty good. So the Chargers right now, though, -2.5. I like this. I think they're going to win this. Maybe not easily, but not a field goal. I think they're going to win by 7 or 10. Offense is looking better. Defense looks okay. Denver's just too hit or miss, and they're the type of team that when you look at their, I mean, I don't know about you, but when I look at their roster, I don't see playoffs. I don't see big-time playmakers.
No, they have the playmakers, dude. They have playmakers everywhere. They just don't have the quarterback. That's what's clouding you. But he has spurts.
But still, who's the big playmakers on their team? Jerry Jeudy? Melvin
Yeah,
Gordon.
Cortland Sutton, Jeudy. They have two beast running backs. They have a decent offensive line. They got the best safety in the game.
But we just talked about Minnesota with Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook. Like those are playmakers. Those are guys that can get you 75 yards and a touchdown.
I think Sutton can too, but I think if Denver had a quarterback, it would look different. I think Jeudy can get that. I even think Font is a beast. He's a game changer, especially on third down. Yeah. I don't know, man.
And the Chargers have that. Chargers have Herbert. They have a quarterback. I like the Chargers. I like them.
They're just so inconsistent, man.
Yeah, they're figuring
it
out.
Can they be coached up? Team. Are they going to be able? Is he going to be able to go up against Fan? You know what? I'm taking. Okay. Sometimes when I don't know what to do, and I don't want to go with the simple, advantages like home team bye. I'm just gonna go head coaches. Okay. And I just gotta take Fangio. At home over Stanley. You gotta. He's the closest thing to Bill Belichick that they say we have. On the defensive. Yeah, on the defense. That's what they say. He runs like the same defense. You can't really play against him, no matter who he has.
Yeah, he's a great defensive coordinator.
So, I mean, I don't really like what I see from the Chargers this year. They had a good game, but no, I'll stick with Denver. Which brings us to our last game. We got. I mean, I know the NFL wishes they could flex out of this, and so do I. We got the Seattle Seahawks at the Washington football team +1.5. And like you said, man, Washington's been playing well.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm just going to hold my nose and I'm taking the terrible Russell Wilson, who's been playing awful off that pin surgery. This is Russell Wilson, this is all he wants. He has been dying to win this game. He wants to win in front of everyone on Monday night. They're going to put on a show. Seattle's going to win. And then Seattle's going to suck for the rest of the year. I don't even think they're going to win the game for the rest of the year. I think this is it for them.
The under 10.5 wins bet that I got at the beginning of the season is looking pretty good at 3-7.
A Jets draft pick also looking really good.
Pretty good, yep.
I also think, hot take, Russell Wilson's going to end up on the Giants. That's neither here nor there.
Yep.
Give me -1.5. Hold your nose and take the Seattle Seahawks back against the wall.
You've been so good at your hold your nose picks. I hate to tell you you're going to lose it this week because my best bet, my third and final best bet of the week
Oh,
is the Washington football team at home plus 1.5. Russell
wow.
Wilson on that terrible turf, finger injury, miraculous recovery. I hate everyone that likes
4
Russell
a.m.
Wilson. You keep telling me, oh, the Magic Man, the Magician, whatever it is, Mr. Unlimited. I don't care what he calls himself because he's that weird type of dude that makes up his own nicknames and stuff. He's that loser that nobody likes and he just
Perfect
has
for
to
the
come up with his
Giants. Yo,
own
he's
stuff.
perfect for the Giants.
He's
I can't get over
disgusting.
it.
He's ugly. I hate him so much.
Ugly.
And
You just
it's
called him
crazy
ugly.
because like 4 years ago, I thought he was such a likable guy, but just the Succession video and all the he rehabbed 19 hours a day. He hurt his finger. What are we talking about? He hurt his finger on his throwing hand. And if you watch the last 2 weeks in the football, he can't throw the football. He stinks. The whole team stinks. They have no one on defense. They have no one on offense besides DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Same old Seattle. No one's blocking. He's running for his life, and he can't throw the football now. So what are you going to do? So I like Washington plus 1.5. There might be another one I throw in one of these parlays. But yeah, best bet of the week, number 3, Washington at home plus 1.5.
I don't think we've ever had to hold your nose against the best bet.
I know it's unstoppable.
So we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll really see what happens. Yeah, I think this is disgusting. Why the hell is Seattle favored, man? This makes no sense. Just hold like Seattle favored at Washington makes you said it right. I agree with everything you said. And in that case, why on earth is Seattle favorites on the road? Like even in the Russell Wilson Legion of Boom, Seattle was never favored. You know, they like got shaved money on the road. They were like, oh, the 12th man.
Yeah.
This makes no sense, dude. That's why I love Seattle. Where's the public on this one?
All over Washington, which I just looked at. And
Oh my goodness, dude. This might be it. This is you thought me I'm gonna be wrong. This might be the easiest holding nose pick I've ever had. This makes no sense.
He stinks. I'll go to my grave saying that. Up until week 12 in the NFL, he stunk that year.
I'm just letting you know. I think now that we talk about it more, this might be. I wish I could bump this up to best bet.
All right, let's get these parlays and teasers going.
All right, so I've been teasing the Hail Mary because I'm going different this week, man.
Okay.
I'm going with a four-team division parlay. I'm here to win $1 million.
Yeah.
I'm here to win $1 million, Greg. I'm going to bet $215 on a plus $476,000 odd bet. And that's going to give me $1 million on FanDuel. Are you ready for my $1 million parlay? That's only going to cost me I'm actually putting this in. It's $250.
I'm so ready.
I will actually never forgive myself until the day I die if this hit and I don't put it in.
No, you have to put it in. It's too late. It's already happened. You have to put it in.
We got the AFC East New England Patriots. We have the AFC South Indianapolis Colts. We have the Minnesota Vikings in the NFC North. And we got the Carolina Panthers. And these folks are going to win the division, all four of them. And you're going to put $250 and you're going to cash in $1 million. John Meleka is going to make you a millionaire. Winning Picks Weekly is going to make you a millionaire.
You heard it
with
here
just
first.
$200. Do you want to get into it, Greg? Because
absolutely. Absolutely. I already like Carolina, and I already have the Patriots. My only thing that worries me a little bit is I have a ticket from beginning of the season. It's like $250 to win $2,000. I think it was the Chiefs, Packers, and the Patriots. So, and this kind of hedges out. The Packers for me, but it doubles down on the Patriots, which isn't a problem. That's okay. Oh yeah.
All right,
I always take $50 of action. I always take $50 on a $1 million teaser or parlay.
So really quick, just to talk about the Vikings division, NFC North, and Vikings next 5 games. I talked to you how I think the Packers are going to fall off with their injuries.
Yeah.
Vikings next 5 games: 49ers, Lions, Steelers, Bears, Rams. If they go 3-2, if they beat the Lions, the Bears, and one of the 49ers, Steelers, or Rams, which I think they could win more than that, but just one of them, they'll go 3-2. If the Packers in the next 5 weeks, which is only 4 games because they have a bye week. They have Rams, Bears, Ravens, Browns. Obviously, they're going to beat the Bears. That's Rams, Ravens, and Browns.
It's tough.
If they go 2-2, just 2-2, which is fine, right? If they go 2-2, everyone should be fine and happy. They have a good record. Then they're going to be playing each other week 17 for first place.
Beautiful
they go
thing.
2-2. Vikings go 3-2. You're playing each other for first place week 17. You have that at plus 550 if you take that. But if you have this in the parlay, your money. You got the Colts. We all know the deal with them, and the Patriots. They have a little bit. The Patriots play the Bills a couple times, and then the Colts. They have a couple of hard games coming up as well. With the Panthers, I know everyone's freaking out about the Panthers, man. But the Panthers and the Bucks, they have a similar schedule too. The Panthers play the Dolphins, bye week, and then the Falcons. They can't win those. They can't win those 2 games and be okay for the next 3 weeks. The Bucks, I think, are going to lose to the Colts. And then they're going to lose to the Colts, and then they're going to beat the Falcons.
Yeah.
And then they play the Bills. They both play the Bills, and then the Bucks play the Saints in there. Meanwhile, they still have to play each other. So the Panthers one is obviously tough. That's why that one's plus 3,300.
Yep.
And that's why we told you at the top of the show to take the Panthers plus 760 to win to make the playoffs. So that's my $1 million parlay, man. AFC East, New England Patriots, AFC South, Colts. We got the Panthers in there. And we got the Vikings. 4-team, $1 million, $210 bet. Let's go.
That's incredible.
Bet responsibly, baby.
That's incredible because I was just looking at. You just got my mind racing now because I just like the Colts. I like the Colts and the Vikings. You kind of sold me on those two. That's almost plus 6,000. Just a 2-team parlay. Like that's not bad for a Hail Mary.
What if we throw the Patriots in there?
Yeah.
They play the Bills twice, man.
Yeah, plus 12,000. I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
I mean, talk about some Hail Mary parlays. You could throw $50 on all 3 of those and just chill.
Exactly. So, yeah, I'm with you. I like this pick. I like these bets.
If you don't believe in the Panthers, you know what I'm saying? You love the Bucks. Take that out. It drops it dramatically. That's the only problem.
Dude, you could throw in the Patriots, the Colts, the Vikings, the Rams, and the Eagles.
The Cardinals are there.
Cardinals are hurt.
Yeah, but they're up a couple of games, and so are the Cowboys.
I think 1 or 2 games. And yeah, the Cowboys are too. But if you look at the Philadelphia Eagles schedule, it's an easy schedule. They play the Giants twice and Washington twice. So yeah, there's some good ones. But again, that one's $200 to win $1 million. So there's some good ones. Like I said, I just love the Vikings and the Colts right now. I mean, the Vikings at plus 550 seems incredible. And the Colts at plus 800, if Tennessee falls a couple games here with their injuries, it seems like they will. You're in a dog race for the division. So, yeah, we talked about it for basketball a little bit too. When these futures come up, you gotta be checking them all throughout the season because you just never know. You never know where these odds are. I can't believe that the Carolina Panthers are plus 750, 790, depending on where you're looking, just to make the playoffs. So
crazy, man.
I'm putting that bet in tonight when we finish up because it's just incredible. For my parlay, I'm going with an under mania on Sunday. I'm hitting the unders hard. And I'm going the Falcons Jags under 46.5. The Seahawks Washington 46.5 on Monday night. The Rams Packers under 47.5. And the Pittsburgh Cincy under 45. For the Sunday 1 o'clock. So you got some 1 o'clock games. I think you got a 4 o'clock game in there. Yep, you got the Packers 4 o'clock game. You got Monday night in there for Washington, Seattle. So you're spread out. You can hedge out if you want to. But again, just those 4 teams, $100 wins you $1,250. We're up money. We're going to finish up money in the parlay section for me for the rest of the year. So this is just juice. This honestly, if we hit this $1,250, this just covers our teasers for the rest of the year. So I want to hop into my teaser because I'm really liking this one this week. I'm going with Tennessee plus 13, the Colts plus 10, Jaguars plus 8, Pittsburgh plus 11.5, and the Vikings plus 10. I mean, I talked about liking the Vikings just money line. I talked about liking the Colts money line. Titans, Patriots, like you said, maybe it should be 10, maybe it should be 12. Now you're getting it at 13 points. So this parlay here is a 5-leg, 5-team parlay. It's plus 250. It's nothing crazy. But again, we're at this point of the season, midpoint of the season, we just want to hit something and get us right for a couple weeks. So that's my 5-team teaser. What do you got for a tease yourself teaser this week?
So I got 2 of your teams that you had in there.
Let's go.
We got Indy and Minnesota.
Like that.
And I'm adding the Rams. Last week I'm just so dejected, man, that the Giants killed me. Yeah. So I'm just gonna stick it with these 3 teams. I just want to win a teaser real quick because the $1 million parlay that obviously has no chance to hit this week. But now you're gonna be rooting for teams. I know I am because I want that $1 million, man. So
I can't wait. I hope week 17 we're sweating it out on this podcast. It's gonna be incredible.
If I'm sweating out $1 million bet because of Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers, I'm gonna go nuts. But also on the other side, I'm sitting there begging Cam Newton to make touchdowns and Tom Brady to fall apart. I'm ready, man.
Oh,
imagine the Jets have a hand in that. Imagine the Jets have a hand in that. Oh,
it'd be beautiful.
Please,
it'd be a beautiful
please,
thing.
Please. I'm gonna be on a different continent at that game. I'm still gonna be going nuts.
Oh yeah. So let's wrap it up. Let's go through our slate real quick. Sunday slate. Why don't you kick us off, run us through these games real quick, and we'll wrap up and get out of here for a beautiful, beautiful Week 12 in the NFL.
So we got Pittsburgh plus 4.5 at Cincinnati. What do you got, man?
Pittsburgh plus 4.5.
I got Cincy here, and as we said, just go take a look at those division bets. You got Tampa Bay minus 2.5 at Indy. Indy plus 2.5. What do you got?
Indy plus 2.5.
The best bet for you, huh?
Oh, big time best bet.
Carolina minus 1.5. Best bet for me at Miami. What do you got?
Double best bet, Carolina.
God, let's go. You got Tennessee plus 6.5 at the New England Patriots. What do you got?
Tennessee plus 6.5. Give me those points. Points.
Opposite again here. I'm in the Patriots. You got the Philadelphia Eagles, the New York Giants. I got the New York Giants, which is an absolute lock for you guys back home. Take the Eagles and go home.
Yep, Philly minus 3.5.
You got Atlanta minus 1.5 at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville plus 1.5.
Jacksonville.
I got Atlanta, man. I got Atlanta. You got Jacksonville. It's perfect. We split those. Good to go. Got the New York Jets. What am I missing pick? This makes no sense, and that's why I love Houston, man. Houston should win this game.
I'm with you. Houston minus 2.5.
Got the Chargers 4:00 at Denver. Denver plus 2.5.
Chargers minus 2.5.
I don't really know here. I'm just taking Denver off a bye. We got the Rams at Green Bay. I need Green Bay for that $1 million pick to lose, baby. It's time. Give me the Rams. Best bet. Let's go.
I'm going Green Bay.
All right.
But I will be putting bets in on Minnesota. Now that you got me convinced, now I will be putting bets in on Minnesota. So it's kind of
we got to fade the Packers, baby. Time to fade the Packers. We got them to 8-3. Now it's time to fade them, baby.
Yep.
Got Minnesota 5-5 at San Francisco. Minnesota plus 3.5. Best bet, baby. What do you got here?
Minnesota plus 3.5. Now that I'm looking at it, how do we not put in a money line parlay between Minnesota and Indy? Right? That's what going to be our big $1 million divisional bet. Let's bet on this week too, baby.
And the Rams?
Yeah, Rams 3-teamer right there. I mean, that's beautiful. It's all plus money. That's a nice little parlay.
That we might have to, man. Start hedging the $1 million parlay. I'm all in, man.
We got a big Saturday ahead of us, Johnny boy. We got a big Saturday. These college futures coming in.
Oh man. At the Cleveland at Baltimore Sunday night. We're gonna be wrapping it up, man. You just said it. Saturday's we're gonna be a roller coaster up from this Lakers-Knicks win all the way up. Thanksgiving all the way up. Sunday night football. And now we're finally coming down, man. We got Cleveland Browns all hobbled up against the Ravens. This is going to be an ugly, disgusting game. Everyone's going to be running all over the place. Who knows? Division game. I like Baltimore here. What do you got?
I like Cleveland plus 3.5. Like you said, it's going to be ugly. Wouldn't be surprised. This screams to me weather of some kind. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's rain, sleet, wind.
I don't know what the weather is. Even if it's nice out, it's still weather.
But still, this screams weather to me.
Funny. Yeah, Baltimore, man. Baltimore after Thanksgiving. It's not supposed to be nice. Last game, Monday night. Hold your nose. Makes no sense. Why is Seattle favored? Greg's been watching the games. Washington's amazing. Seattle sucks. Russell Wilson sucks. Take Seattle -1.5 and enjoy your Monday, baby.
Mr. Unlimited.
Collect all that money.
Mr. Unlimited is going down Monday night. Washington +1.5. My third and final best bet of the week.
Let's go.
He stinks.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. Week 12 in the books. Let's go.
Yeah, again, well, I mean, we were so excited. We were so happy about these games. We did not plug our stuff, so let's take a minute to do that. Winning the letter P weekly on Twitter. Find us on YouTube, Knicks, Jets, etc. That's the mothership. That's the big one. That's the one that pays the bills. And then we're here for fun, giving these picks out every week. At Winning Picks Weekly is one of the playlists on the Knicks, Jets, etc. podcast.
Also
YouTube
on
channel,
Spotify,
Winning
YouTube,
Picks
Apple,
Weekly.
and Twitter. That's where you could find us. Hit us up. You guys have been on our DMs letting us know your picks, but tweet us in the public, man.
Yeah.
Let everyone know. Let everyone know you're watching. And,
yeah, you've been liking, you've been following. Like, let's get some interactions going, man. I want to know what you guys are picking. I want to know if our $1 million pick is our $1 million parlay is going to hit or not. Don't just like it. Let us know. Say yes, I like it because I'm following. I'm tailing. Let me know.
Hell yeah.
And if somehow you're listening to this and you don't know what Knicks, Jets, etc. is, you got to follow John and Alex as well. They do Jets and Knicks talk every week. It's awesome.
Just had y'all G's on.
Yes. It was an incredible episode, incredible Knicks episode. And we got to get out of here because it's the fourth quarter of the Knicks game. We got to watch it because somehow it's close now. I don't know how that happened while we were recording. Somehow it's close. Man.
Cardiac Knicks, that's why.
Yeah, third quarter Knicks. Bet against.
Oh my God, third quarter Knicks. You learned anything today. You said $1 million bet and bet against the Knicks in third quarter. I promise you.
Yep. So, yeah, we'll see you guys next week for week 13 of the NFL.
Let's go Jets, I guess. Not this week. Let's go $1 million bet.
Let's go $1 million parlay.